All right, welcome back to Metro Morning Live. It is now 10 minutes past the hour. We are a few months away from the start of the 2019 college football season, and Jackson State will have a new look this season. Joining me now to talk Jackson State football is Coach John Hendrick. He is the head coach of the JSU Tigers. Coach, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Thank you so much for joining me, Coach. Coach, you came in last year. You finished your as interim head coach 2-1, scared Alcorn to death.
Should have won.
Should have won that game. When you look at this as you go into this season, what are your expectations this year?
Well, I think that I've been here. This is actually my fourth season, and we've been building this thing. I was here at the beginning with Coach Hughes, and we've been building it for 3 years now. And I think we've gotten to the point where we have a good team. We have little things we have to work on to get better, but I think we have a good football team coming back this year.
Coach, when you look at your team going into this year, I know you were the defense coordinator last year. What the strength of this team? We were talking about this, and I want to show you this guy. We were talking about number 40 here. Every time you look around, Coach, he was making a tackle, but this actually is a touchdown here against the game against Prairie View, your first game as head coach, and you guys look really, really good. But like I was saying, you got a guy on this team, number 40, a linebacker, and he just make plays from right here. I mean, he's everywhere.
Yeah, he is. That's Keontae Hampton. Keontae is a young guy that's a really good football player. I think he's the best football player, in the defensive football player in the SWAC. You figure, who made that tackle? And then you see the film on Sunday morning, and it's Keontae making a tackle. He's all over the field. He has a unique gift of kind of seeing it before it happens. He just has a great feel for the game, and he's only a sophomore, and he's just going to get better and better.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, when you look at special teams, like you just saw that play, and the offense with Jordan there, you impressed by what you're seeing coming into this year offensively?
Well, I thought we had a good spring. What I've gone about doing when I took over was trying to change the trajectory of what we do on both sides of the ball. Obviously get better on defense. We've played pretty decent defense around here, but to get better on both sides. So I've got a great offensive staff with Coach Dickerson and Coach Taylor and Coach Ridley and Coach Sleepy Robinson and Brady Ackerman. Those guys bring an experience and a connection with the kids that I think has made us already better on offense. We've improved the offensive line, which is the thing I thought we needed to do. And we've created competition everywhere. And I think that alone is going to help us be a better football team.
And I know one thing a lot of people were excited about was the players that you brought in, recruiting-wise and transfers. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, we've upgraded the offensive line first. Kenneth Mouton, Jalen Jones, who was a transfer, and then there's a couple other guys that we're waiting on right now to finish some academic work to get in here. But we've brought in 4 older guys, junior college players, and transfers to help bolster what we had to go along with what we had coming back on the offensive line. And in doing that, I think we've upgraded the competition. And anytime you upgrade the competition, you have an opportunity to get better.
And Coach, when you look at the SWAC as a whole, you see a lot of competition this year. A lot of teams
well, I think Southern's always going to be good. Grambling is got a good program. Prairie View's taking a step up, and then of course Alcorn on our side, and even Alabama A&M looks like they're trying to get a little bit better. So it's going to be a competitive year for us. We're going to have to play well every week. But as I said earlier, I think we have a good football team, and I think we match up well against everybody we play.
You have 5 home games this year. A lot of excitement around this team. When you look at your schedule, do you like your schedule? Because I know you got to go to Indiana.
Well, the only thing about it is waiting so late to play our first home game. That's the only thing that is, to me, a little bit of a detractor. But that's good too. We'll prepare well and be ready when we open up at home against Grambling in October. I would like to see us play a little earlier at home. It's always good just to have something at home early, but the way the schedule fell, it didn't happen that way. But I think we have a good competitive schedule. The great thing about us is amazing. We're going to be on TV, national TV 6 times next year.
Wow.
On ESPN and live games, and so that's something that hasn't been done in a long time around here. And I think our kids are really looking forward to the challenge. They're really working hard right now. Coach Harrison, our strength coach, who I think is the best in the country, is doing a great job with those guys, and he's pushing them. He's building toughness in our football team, and they're really working at a really good clip. I really like what they're doing out there running and in the lifting part of what we're doing.
Yes, sir. Well, Coach, the mood around the city is, oh, Jack State going to be good, Jack State. What's the mood around the team and your coaches and everything?
Well, they think they're pretty good. I think our kids have finally gotten to the point where they are doing the things that look like a good football team. You know, everybody, you know, not a lot of bickering. They're really working hard together. They're spending a lot of time together. Those guys are beginning to do what we've preached since we've been here, become a family. And once you become a family and you guys are tight, you know, you're going to have some little disruptions now and again. But the one thing about it, at the end of the day, family going to always love each other.
Yes, sir.
And we're always going to stick together. So.
Yes, sir. Right? Because we have a big family here at JSU TV. You know, we kind of cut up a little bit. But we coach, you know, I know a lot of people, you know, you're a head coach, but you're a football coach, but you're kind of a magician, because when you came in, it seemed like all was lost late in the season. You came in and you had to play Prairie View. I think that was the first game.
Yeah, that was the first game. Yeah.
And they were big, bad team coming in, and you guys just beat them to death. How were you able to turn things around in that short period of time?
Well, I think it's more, when you're the head coach, the kids don't stay around you like they do the assistant coaches. And I was an assistant coach, so I was fortunate that the whole time I've been here, I've had relationships across the whole team. And I guess when I took over, I connected with them, and they just turned a switch for some reason. I think it's our connection. I changed the schedule a little bit. I made sure we didn't get up early in the morning. I cut practice time down a little bit. I cut meeting time down a little bit, just trying to make sure that we cover enough time to cover everything, but to make sure we didn't overkill. And I think those things helped us to be a little bit better as a football team.
Yes, sir. Well, one guy I want to talk about, he's a mass communication student, and he's joining the team for the first year, Emmanuel Alinga. Tell me a little bit about him.
Emmanuel is a really good football player. I mean, he's a talented guy that we're fortunate to sign this last year. He's actually beginning to work out with us now, and I'm looking forward to him having a great year. I think he really adds a little flavor to our defensive line, as you might say. He's got a great pass rush. He's an athletic guy, about 6'4", 6'4 and a half, 6'5", 262 pounds, can really run. And you know, with him and CJ and Khalil and McIntosh and some of the other guys, I think we're going to have a really, really strong depth on our defensive front.
Well, one thing about Alinga, like I said, he's a mass comm student, and we have these students go out and do stories. So he was standing there with the microphone doing his story, and he kept looking off like that. And I said, Alinga, what are you looking at? He said, I'm just a football player in me. I got to see what's going on. He'll see somebody walk in or something, and he glances off. So yeah, I think he's going to be a really good football player.
No, he is. He's a really talented guy, and I think once we get to the grass in the fall, the people and the fans will be really, really excited about the way he plays the game.
Yes, sir. All right, get your season tickets to Jackson State football game, 601-960-2420. Anything else you'd like to add about the team, Coach?
We're looking forward to the season. I think we're going to play an exciting brand of football. I think we'll remain a good defense, and I think we'll be really much improved on offense and put a few points on the board and get a few first downs.
All right, Coach, and I'll make sure, you know, some of these guys stay out of your way during the game, because they like to. We have a guy back there. His name is Taylor. First name is Wares. He likes to get in the way, Coach. Or he likes to get in the way. Well, to make sure he stay out of the way, Coach. Right. Coach, you're welcome back anytime to the show.
No, I'm glad to be here. And anytime you guys want me, all you have to do is call.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Coach. Best of luck this season, Coach.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Stay with us. We're back after this.